Last year when I was here, I was speaking to you about a swim which I did across the North Pole. And while that swim took place 3 years ago, I can remember it as if it was yesterday. I remember standing on the edge of the ice, about to dive into the water, and thinking to myself, I have never ever seen any place on this earth which is just so frightening. The water is completely black. The water is minus 1.7 degrees centigrade, or 29 degrees Fahrenheit. It's flipping freezing in that water. And then a thought came across my mind. If things go pear-shaped on this swim, how long will it take for my frozen body to sink the 4.5 kilometers to the bottom of the ocean? And then I said to myself, I've just got to get this thought out of my mind as quickly as possible. And the only way I can dive into that freezing cold water and swim a kilometer is by listening to my iPod and really revving myself up, listening to everything from beautiful opera all the way across to Puff Daddy, and then committing myself 100%. There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. And then walking up to the edge of the ice and just diving into the water. And that swim took me 18 minutes and 50 seconds, and it felt like 18 days. And I remember getting out of the water and my hands feeling so painful, and looking down at my fingers, and my fingers were literally the size of sausages, because, you know, we're made partially of water. When water freezes, it expands, and so the cells in my fingers had frozen and expanded and burst. And the most immediate thought when I came out of that water was the following: I'm never, ever going to do another cold water swim in my life again. Anyway, last year I heard about the Himalayas and the melting of the glaciers because of climate change. I heard about this lake, Lake Imja. This lake has been formed in the last couple of years because of the melting of the glacier. The glacier has gone all the way up the mountain and left in its place this big lake. And I firmly believe that what we're seeing in the Himalayas is the next great big battleground on this earth. Nearly 2 billion people, so 1 in 3 people on this earth, rely on the water from the Himalayas. And with the population increasing as quickly as it is, and with the water supply from these glaciers because of climate change decreasing so much, I think we have a real risk of instability. North, you've got China. South, you've got India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, all these countries. And so I decided to walk up to Mount Everest, the highest mountain on this earth, and go and do a symbolic swim underneath the summit of Mount Everest. Now, I don't know if any of you have had the opportunity to go to Mount Everest.